Hello students, welcome to Sri Jayendra's Rank Zone classes. I am your friend and mentor for coming classes with respect to business mathematics and statistics. This is lecture number 3, chapter number 18, correlation and regression. In previous lecture we have studied about the correlation. So in the next topic is regression, which we'll study in this lecture. Regression analysis. In regression analysis, we are concerned with the estimation of one variable for a given value of another variable. We are concerned with the estimation of one variable for a given value of another variable, or for given set of values of a number of variables, on the basis of an average mathematical relationship between the two variables or a number of variables. Regression analysis plays a very important role in the field of every human activity. A businessman may be need to know what would be his estimated profit for a given level of investment on the basis of the past records. Similarly, an outgoing student may like to know her chance of getting a first class in the final university examination on the basis of her performance in the college selection test. Regression analysis means we are concerned with the estimation of one variable for a given value of another variable. So already given, another variable value is already given, or for given set of values of number of variables on the basis of an average mathematical relationship between the two variables or a number of variables. When there are two variables x and y, and if y is influenced by x, if y depends on x, then we get a simple linear regression or simple regression. Y is known as dependent variable or regression or explained variable, and x is known as independent variable or predictor or explainer. In the previous example, since profit depends on investment or performance in the university examination is dependent on the performance in the college selection test, profit or performance in the university examination is the dependent variable, and investment or performance in the selection test is the independent variable. In case of a simple regression model, if y depends on x, then the regression line of y on x is given by y is equal to a plus bx. Here a and b are two constants. A and b are two constants, and they are also known as regression parameters. Furthermore, b is also known as the regression coefficient of y on x and is also denoted by byx. We may define the regression line of y on x as the line of best fit obtained by the method of least squares and used for estimating the value of the dependent variable y for a known value of the independent variable x. The method of least squares involves in minimizing sum of ei square is equal to sum of yi minus yi caret square is equal to sum of yi minus a minus bxi whole square, where yi denotes the actual or observed value, denotes, not demotes, and yi caret is equal to a plus bxi, the estimate value of yi for a given value of xi. Ei is the difference between the observed value and the estimated value, and Ei is technically known as error or residue. The summation intends over n pairs of observations of x, y, xi, yi. The line of regression of y or x and the errors of estimation are shown in the following figure. Regression line of y on x, showing regression line of y on x and errors of estimation. E1 greater than 0, E2 greater than 0, E3 greater than 0, E4 greater than 0, y is equal to a plus bx. Minimization of 18.15 yields the following equation known as normal equations. Sum of yi is equal to na plus b sum of xi. Sum of xi yi is equal to a sum of xi plus b sum of xi square. Solving their two equations for b and a, we have the least squares. Estimates of b and a as b is equal to covariance of x y divided by sx square. So is equal to r sx sy is equal to sx square divided by sx square. So 1 sx cancel. So it is r into sy by sx. R into sy by sx. After estimating b, estimate of a is given by a is equal to y bar minus bx bar, y bar minus bx bar. Substituting the estimate of b and a in 18.14, we get y minus y bar upon sy is equal to r in the bracket x minus x bar upon sx. There may be cases when the variable x depends on y, and we may take the regression line of x on y as x is equal to a caret plus b caret y. Unlike the minimization of vertical distances in scatter diagram as shown in figure, for obtaining the estimates of a and b, in this case we minimize the horizontal distances and get the following normal equations in a caret and b caret. The two regression parameters, sum of xi is equal to n a caret plus b caret sum of yi. Sum of xi yi is equal to a caret sum of yi plus b caret sum of yi square. Or solving these equations, we get b caret is equal to bxy is equal to covariance xy by sy square is equal to r into sx upon sy, and a caret is equal to x bar minus b caret y. A caret is equal to x bar minus b caret y bar. A single formula for estimating b is given by b caret is equal to byx is equal to n sum of xi yi minus sum of xi yi divided by n sum of yi square minus sum of yi whole square. Similarly, b caret is equal to byx n sum of xi yi minus sum of xi into sum of yi divided by n of sum of yi square minus sum of yi whole square. The standardized form of the regression equation of x and y as in equation 18.20 is given by x minus x bar upon sx is equal to r y minus y bar upon sy. Now see the example. Find the two regression equations from the following data. The data is given, you have to find out the regression equations. Find out the two regression equations. X 2, 4, 5, 5, 8, 10, y 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 12. Hence, estimate y when x is 13 and estimate also x when y is 15. Solution table 18.11 computation of regression equation. Xi yi, so xi and yi given 2, 4, 5, 5, 8, 10. So total is 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 5, 16 plus 8, 24 plus 10, 34 is equal to 34. Yi 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 12, 6 plus 7, 13, 13 plus 9, 22, 22 plus 10, 32, 32 plus 12, 44 plus 12, 56. Now xi yi 2 6 are 12, 4 7s are 28, 5 9s are 45, 5 10s are 50, 8 12s are 96, 10 into 12 120. So total is 351. Xi square 4, 2 square 4, 4 square 16, 5 square 25, 5 square 25, 8 64 and 10 100. So total is 4 plus 16 20, 20 plus 25 45, 40 plus 5 plus 20 70, 70 plus 64 134 plus 100 234. Yi square 6 square is 36, 7 square 49, 9 square 81, 10 square 100, 12 square 144, 12 square 144. So here sum of xi square is 234, sum of yi square is 554. On the basis of the above table, we have x bar is equal to sum of xi upon n. So 34 by 6 is equal to 5.6667. Y bar is equal to sum of yi upon n is equal to 56 by 6 is equal to 9.3333. Covariance xy is equal to sum of xi yi upon n minus x bar into y bar. So now put the whole value 351 by 6 minus 5.6667 into 9.3333. 58.50 minus 52.8890. Now minus the 58.50 minus 52.8890 is equal to 5.6110. Sx square is equal to sum of xi square upon n minus x bar square. So 234 by 6 minus 5.6667 square. So 39 minus 3 to 0.1115. So that is equal to 6.8885. Sy square. So sum of yi square by n minus y bar whole square is equal to 554 by 6 minus 9.3333 whole square. So it is 92.3333 minus 87.1105. So it is 5.2228. The regression line of y on x is given by y is equal to a plus bx, where b caret is equal to covariance of xy upon sx square, covariance of xy upon sx square. Covariance of xy is 5.6110 by 6. Sx square is a 6.8885. So the answer is 0.8145. A caret is equal to y bar minus bx bar. 9.333 minus 0.8145 into 5.6667 is equal to 4.7178. So you will get the answer 4.7178. Thus the estimated regression equation of y on x is y is equal to the same equation a plus bx. Put the value of a and b. When x is equal to 13, the estimated value of y is given by y bar is equal to 4.7178 plus 0.8145 into 13 is equal to 15.3063, where b caret is equal to covariance xy upon sy square. 5.6110 divided by 5.2228. So answer is 1.0743. And a caret is equal to x bar minus b caret y bar. X bar minus b caret y bar is equal to 5.6667 minus 1.0743 into 9.3333 is equal to minus 4.3601. Thus the estimated regression line of x on y is x is equal to a plus by. So minus 4.3601 a caret plus b caret y 1.0743 y. When y is equal to 15, the estimate value of x is given by x caret is equal to minus 4.3601 plus 1.0743 into 15. Put the value of y 15. So we will get the 11.75. Now we will move to the example number 18.16. Marks of each student in mathematics and statistics are given as Mathematics and Statistics, 2 subjects, 80, 75, 76, 69, 70, 85, 72, 68. 85, 65, 72, 68, 67, 88, 80 and 70. Find the regression lines. When the marks of a student in mathematics are 90, what are his most likely marks in statistics? We denote the marks in mathematics and statistics by x and y respectively. We are to find the regression equation of y on x, also of x or y. Lastly, we are to estimate y when x is equal to 90. For computation advantage, we shift origins of both x and y. Table 18.12, computation of regression lines. Marks, maths marks and statistics marks. UI xi minus 74, vi yi minus 76, ui into vi, ui square and vi square. So maths and statistics table are given. So ui xi minus 74, so 80 minus 74 is 6, 75 minus 74 is 1, 76 minus 72, 69 minus 74 minus 5, 70 minus 74 minus 4, 85 minus 74 is 72 minus 74 minus 2, 68 minus 6. Statistics marks yi minus 76. So you will get the vi. 85 minus 76, 9. 65 minus 76 minus 11. 72 minus 76 minus 4. 68 minus 76 minus 8. 67 minus 76 minus 9. 88 minus 12. 88 minus 76, 12. 80 minus 76 is 4. 70 minus 76 is minus 6. So total is minus 13. Now find out the UIVI. 9 6 are 54. 1 into minus 11 minus 11. 2 into minus 4 minus 8. 5 8 are 40. 4 9 are 36. 11 12 are 132. Minus 2 into 4 minus 8. Minus 6 into minus 6 36. So total is 271. UI square 36 1 4 25 16 121 436. Total is 243. Sum of vi square 81 minus 4 square is 16. Minus 8 square 64, minus 9 square 81, 12 square 144, 4 square 16, 6 square 36. Total is 599. The regression coefficient b or by and b dash or bxy remain unchanged due to the shift of origin. Applying 18.25 and 18.26, we get b is equal to byx is equal to bvu, and summation of uivi minus summation of ui summation of vi upon n of n into sum of ui square minus in the bracket sum of ui whole square. So 8 into 271 minus 3 into minus 13. 8 into 243 minus 3 square. So 8 into 271 is 2168 plus 39. Divide by 1944 minus 9. 2207 minus 1935. 2207 divided by 1935. So you will get 1.1406. And b caret is equal to bxy buv. And sum of ui vu vi minus sum of ui into sum of vi upon n sum of vi square minus sum of vi whole square. So put the value 8 into 271 minus 3 into minus 13 by 8 into 559 minus minus 13 square. So 2168 plus 39 upon 4472 minus 169. So it is, after solving this, we will get 0.5129. Also a caret is equal to y bar minus b caret x bar. 595 by 8 minus 1.1406 in the bracket 595 divided by 8. 74.375 minus 1.1406 into 74.375 is equal to minus 10.45 minus 10.4571, and a caret is equal to x bar minus b caret y bar. 74.375 minus 0.5129 into 74.375. After solving this, we will get 36.2280. The regression line of y on x is y is equal to minus 10.4571 plus 1.1406. minus 10.4571 plus 1.1406x, and the regression line of x on y is x is equal to 36.2281 plus 0.5129 y. For x is equal to 90, the most likely value of y is y caret is equal to minus 10.4571 plus 1.1406 into 90 is equal to 92.1969, approximately 92. Example number 18.17. The following data relate to the mean and SD of the prices of two shares in a stock exchange. Share company A, company B, mean and SD. So company A 44 5.60, company B 58 6.30. Coefficient of correlation between the share prices is equal to 0.48. Find the most likely price of share A corresponding to price of rupees 60 of share B, and also the most likely price of share B for a price of rupees 50 of share A. Now solution, denoting the share prices of company A and B denoting the share prices of company A and B respectively by X and Y, we are given that X bar rupees 44, Y bar rupees 58, SX rupees 5.60, SY rupees 6.30, R is equal to 0.48. So Y is equal to A plus BX. So B is equal to R into SY upon SX. So 0.48 into 6.30 upon 5.60 is equal to 0.54. A is equal to Y bar minus BX bar, 58 minus 0.54 into 44 is equal to 34.24. Thus the regression line of Y on X, the regression line of price of share B on that of share A is given by Y is equal to 34.24 plus 0.54x. When X is equal to rupees 50, 34.24 plus 0.54 into 50 is equal to 61.24. The estimated price of share B for a price of rupees 50 of share A is rupees 61.24. Again, the regressive line of X and Y is given by X is equal to A caret plus B caret Y. B caret is equal to R into Sx upon Sy, 0.48 into 5.60 upon 6.30. So after solving this, we will get 0.4267 is equal to A caret is equal to X bar minus B caret Y bar. So 44 minus 0.4267 into 58. After solving this, we will get 19.25. Hence, the regression line of X and Y, the regression line of price of share A on that of share B in given by X bar is equal to 19.25 plus 0.4267 Y. When Y is equal to 60, X caret is equal to 19.25 plus 0.4267 into 60. So you will get the answer 44.85. Example 18.18. The following data relate the expenditure or advertisement in thousand of rupees and the corresponding sales in lakh of rupees. Expenditure on AD 8, 10, 10, 12, 15, sales 18, 20, 22, 25, 28. Find an appropriate regression equation. Now the solution is, since sales Y depend on advertisement X and the appropriate regression equation is of Y on X of sales on advertisement we have on the basis of the given data. So n is equal to 5. Sum of X is equal to 8 plus 10 plus 10 plus 12 plus 15 is equal to sum of Y is equal to 18 plus 20 plus 22 plus 25 plus 28 is equal to 113. Sum of xy is equal to 8 into 18 plus 10 into 20 plus 10 into 22 plus 12 into 25 plus 15 into 28. After solving this, you will get the 1284. So sum of x square is equal to 8 square plus 10 square plus 10 square plus 12 square plus 15 square is equal to 633. So b is equal to n sum of xy minus sum of x into sum of y upon n sum of x square minus sum of x square. So put the value n is equal to 5, sigma xy is equal to 1284, sigma x is equal to 55, sigma y is equal to 113, sigma x square is equal to 633, sigma x whole square, it means 55 square. Okay, put into this equation. So n 5, sigma xy 1284, sigma x 55, sigma y 113, n sigma x square n 5, sigma xy 633 minus 55 square. So after solving this, you will get 205 divided by 140 is equal to 1.4643. A is equal to y bar minus b x bar. 113 divided by 5 minus 1.4643 into 55 by 5. 22.60 minus 16.1073. 6.4927. Thus the regression line of y or x. The regression line of cells on advertisement is given by y is equal to 6.4927 plus 1.4643 x. Now next topic is properties of regression lines. Properties of regression lines. We consider the following important properties of regression line. We consider the following important properties of regression line. First is the regression coefficients remain unchanged. The regression coefficient remain unchanged due to a shift of origin, but change due to a shift of scale. The regression coefficient remain unchanged due to a shift of origin but change due to a shift of scale. This property states that if the original pair of variable is xy, original pair of variable is xy, and if they are changed to the pair uv where u is equal to x minus a upon p and v is equal to y minus c upon q. Byx is equal to q upon p into bvu. Byx is equal to q upon p into bvu. Bxy is equal to p by q. Bxy is equal to p by q into buv. Second is the two lines of regression interested at the point x bar y bar. X bar y bar where x and y are the variables under consideration. X and y are the variables under consideration. According to this property, the point of intersection of the regression line of y on x and the regression line of x on y is x bar, y bar. The solution of the simultaneous equation in x and y. X and y. Third is the coefficient of correlation between two variables x and y in the simple geometric mean of the two regression coefficients. The sign of the correlation coefficient would be the common sign of the two regression coefficients. It is the common sign of the two regression coefficient. Regression coefficient means byx and bxy. The coefficient of correlation between two variables means r. Two variables x and y in the simple geometric mean of the two regression coefficient. The sign of the correlation coefficient would be the common sign of the two regression coefficients. This property says that if the two regression coefficients are denoted by byx is equal to b and bxy is equal to b dash, then the coefficient of correlation is given by r is equal to plus or minus under root byx under root byx into bxy under root byx into bxy. If both the regression coefficients are negative, both the regression coefficient means bxy negative, byx also negative, r would be negative, and if both are positive, r would assume a positive value. Remember it. R depends on the regression coefficient sign. The sign of r is depend on the regression coefficients. Okay. So if both are negative, then r would be negative. If both are positive, then r would be assume a positive value. Okay. So remember it. Now example 18.19. If the relationship between two variable x and u is u plus 3x is equal to 10, and between two other variables y and v is 2y plus 5v is equal to 25, and the regression coefficient of y on x is known as 0.80. What would be the regression coefficient of v on u? U plus 3x is equal to 10. So you can write as u is equal to 10 minus 3x. Okay. So if we take common, minus 3 common, so it becomes x minus 10 by 3. We can write minus 3 as x minus 10 by 3 divided by minus 1 by 3. Same way for 2y plus 5v is equal to 25. 2y plus 5v is equal to 25. So you can write for v, 5v is equal to minus 2y plus 25. So v is equal to minus 2 by 5y plus 25 by 5. So here you can take common minus 2 by 5. So here you can write y minus 25 by 2. So y minus 25 by 2 divided by minus 5 by 2. Okay. So from we have byx is equal to q by p into bvu. 0.80 is equal to minus 5 by 2 divided by minus 1 by 3 into bvu. 0.80 is equal to 15 by 2 into bvu. bvu is equal to 2 by 15 into 0.80. So is equal to 8 by 75. Now example 18.20. For the variables x and y, the regression equations are given as 7x minus 3y minus 18 is equal to 0 and 4x minus y minus 11 is equal to 0. First, find the arithmetic mean of x and y. Second, identify the regression equation of y on x. Third, compute the correlation coefficient between x and y. Given the variance of x is 9, find the SD of y. Okay. Solution is first. First question is find the arithmetic mean of x and y. Since the two lines of regression intersect at point x bar and y bar, replacing x and y by x bar and y bar respectively in the given regression equations, we get 7x bar minus 3y bar minus 18 is equal to 0. 4x bar minus y bar minus 11 is equal to 0. X replaced by x bar and y replaced by y bar. Same way for second equation, x replaced by x bar and y replaced by y bar. So for x bar minus y bar minus 11 is equal to 0. Solving these two equations, we get x bar is equal to 3 and y bar is equal to 1. Here you can write 7 4s are 28. So multiply with 4. 7 4s are 28 x bar minus 12 y bar minus 18 is 18 4s are 72. is equal to 0. Same way multiply with 7. 7 4s are 28 x bar minus 7 y bar minus 77 is equal to 0. 28 x bar cancel, minus 12 plus 7 minus 5 y bar plus 5 is equal to 0. So 5 y bar is equal to minus 5. So y bar is equal to 1. Y bar is equal to 1. Put the value y bar is equal to 1 into any equation. So 4x bar minus 1 minus 11 is equal to 0. So 4x bar is equal to 12. So x bar is equal to 4 3s are 12. So x bar is equal to 3. Okay. Thus the arithmetic mean of x and y are given by 3 and 1 respectively. Next question. Let us assume that 7x minus 3y minus 18 is equal to 0. Represent the regression line of y on x and 4x minus y minus 11 is equal to 0. Represent the regression line of x on y. Now 7x minus 3y minus 18 is equal to 0. y is equal to minus 6 plus 7 by 3x. byx is equal to 7 by 3. Again 4x minus y minus 11 is equal to 0. X is equal to 11 by 4 plus 1 by 4y. bxy is equal to 1 by 4. Thus r square is equal to byx into bxy. 7 by 3 into 1 by 4. So 7 by 12 less than 1. Since mod r less than or equal to 1, r square less than or equal to 1. Our assumptions are correct. Thus 7x minus 3y minus 18 is equal to 0. Truly represent the regression line of y on x. Since r square is equal to 7 by 12, r is equal to under root of 7 by 12. We take the sign of r as a positive since both the regression coefficient are positive. So here byx and bxy is 1 by 4 and byx is 7 by 3, both are positive. So r becomes positive. R is equal to 0.7638. byx is equal to r into sy upon sx. 7 by 3 is equal to 0.7638 into sy upon 3. So sx square is equal to 9 as given. Sy is equal to 7 upon 0.7638 is equal to 9.1647 after calculating. Now next topic is 18.7 probable error. The correlation coefficient calculated from the sample of n pairs of value from large population. Correlation coefficient calculated from the sample of n pair of value from large population. It is possible to determine the limits of the correlation coefficients of population and which coefficient of correlation of the population will lie from the knowledge of sample correlation coefficient. Probable error is a method of obtaining correlation coefficient of population. It is defined as probable error. PE, it means probable error. 0.674 into 1 minus r square upon under root n, where r is equal to correlation coefficient from pairs of sample observation. PE, probable error, is equal to 2 by 3 AC, where AC stands for standard error of correlation coefficient. AC stands for standard error of correlation coefficient. SE is equal to x 1 minus r square upon under root n. 1 minus r square. So it is multiplication. AC is equal to 1 minus r square under root n. So PE is equal to 2 by 3 AC. So it means you can write as PE is equal to 2 by 3 into under root of 1 minus r square by under root n. Okay. The limit of the correlation coefficient is given by P is equal to r plus or minus PE, where P is equal to correlation coefficient of the population. The following are the assumptions while probable errors are significant. First is, if r less than P, there is no evidence of correlation. Second is, if the value of r is more than 6 times of the probable error, r is more than 6 times of the probable error, then the presence of correlation coefficient is certain. Third one is, since r lies between minus 1 and plus 1, minus 1 less than or equal to r less than or equal to 1, the probable error is never negative. When r lies between minus 1 and 1, at that time the probable error is never negative. Third assumption is there while probable errors are significant. First is r less than PE, r less than probable error, there is no evidence of correlation. Second one, if the value of r is more than 6 times of the probable error, r is more than 6 times of the probable error, then the presence of correlation coefficient is certain. Third one is r lies between -1 and +1, the probable error is never negative. Remember it. Okay. Never negative when r lies between -1 and 1. Note the formula PE is valued only if the sample choose to find R is a sample random sample. Second, the population is normal. Now, example 18.21, compute the probable error assuming the correlation coefficient of 0.8 from a sample of 25 pair of items. Here, number of sample is given, n is given 25. Correlation coefficient, it means R is given. So, PE is equal to, there is a formula, 0.6745 into 1 minus r square upon under root n. So put the value into this, 0.6745 into 1 minus 0.8 square upon under root n, it means under root 25. So after solving this, you can get the answer 0.0486. Okay. Now focus on next example. Example 18.22. If r is equal to 0.7 given, n is equal to 64, find out the probable error of the coefficient of correlation and determine the limits for the population correlation coefficient. Rn given, find out the probable error. So here PE we have to find out. Determine the limits for the population correlation coefficient. R is equal to 0.7, n is equal to 64. Probable error P is equal to 0.6745 into 1 minus 0.7 square upon under root 64. 0.6745 into 0.06375 is equal to 0.043. Limit for the population correlation coefficient 0.7 plus or minus 0.043, 0.743 and 0.657. Review of correlation and regression analysis. Review of correlation and regression analysis. So far, we have discussed the different measure of the correlation and also how to fit regression lines applying the method of least squares. Applying the method of least squares. It is obvious that we take recourse to correlation analysis when we are need to know whether two variables under study are associated or correlated, and it correlated. What is the strength of correlation? What is the strength of correlation? The best measure of correlation is provided by Pearson's correlation coefficient. However, one severe limitation of these correlation coefficient, as we have already discussed, is that it is applicable only in case of a linear relationship between the two variables. Linear relationship between the two variables. If two variables x and y are independent or uncorrelated, then obviously the correlation coefficient between x and y is 0. If both the variable x and y are independent to each other or uncorrelated, at that time the correlation coefficient becomes 0. Correlation coefficient R becomes 0. Okay. However, However, the converse of this statement is not necessarily true. If the correlation coefficient due to Pearson between two variables comes out to be 0, then we cannot conclude that two variables are independent. All that we can conclude is that no linear relationship exists between the two variables. No linear relationship exists between the two variables. This, however, does not rule out the existence of some non-linear relationship between the two variables. For example, if we consider the following pair of values on two variables x and y. For example, if we consider the following pairs of values on two variables x and y. -2 4, -1 1, 0 0, 1 1 and 2 4. Then covariance coefficient xy is equal to -2 plus 4 plus -1 plus 1 plus 0 into 0 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 into 4 is equal to 0, as x bar is equal to 0, as x bar is equal to 0. Thus Rxy is equal to 0. Thus Rxy is equal to 0. This does not mean that x and y are independent. In fact, the relationship between x and y is equal to x square. Here you can see -2. If y is equal to -2, x is equal to -2, then you will get y is equal to -2 square is equal to 4. So if we put y -1, you will get y is equal to 1. If we put 0, you will get 0 square is equal to 0. If we put 1, you will get 1 square 1. If we put 2, you will get 4. Okay. So, thus it is always wiser to draw a scatter diagram before reaching conclusion about the existence of correlation between a pair of variables. There are some cases when we may find a correlation between two variables, although the two variables are not causally related. Two variables are not causally related. This is due to the existence of a third variable which is related to both the variables. Third variable is related to both variables under consideration. Such a correlation is known as a spurious correlation or nonsense correlation. As an example, there could be a positive correlation between production of rice and that of iron in India for the last 20 years due to the effect of third variable time on both these variables. It is necessary to eliminate the influence of the third variable before computing correlation between the two original variables. Correlation coefficient measuring a linear relationship between the two variables indicates the amount of variation of one variable accounted for by the other variable. A better measure for this purpose is provided by the square of the correlation coefficient known as coefficient of determination. Coefficient of determination. This can be interpreted as the ratio between the explained variance to total variance. So R square is equal to explained variance upon total variance. Okay. Thus a value of 0.6 for R indicates that 0.6 square into 100% or 36% of the variation has been accounted for by the factor under consideration, and the remaining 64% variation is due to the other factors. The coefficient of non-determination is given by 1 minus r square and can be interpreted as the ratio of unexplained variance to the total variance. R square is equal to, it is the ratio of explained variance to total variance. Coefficient of non-determination is equal to 1 minus r square. 1 minus r square. Regression analysis, as we have already seen, is concerned with establishing a functional relationship between two variables. It is a functional relationship between the two variables and using this relationship for making future projection. This can be applied unlike correlation for any type of relationship, linear as well as curvilinear. The two lines of regression coincide, become identical when r is equal to minus 1 or r is equal to 1. Or in other words, there is a perfect negative or positive correlation between the two variables under discussion if r is equal to 0. Regression lines are perpendicular to each other. Regression lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay. Now this lecture is over here. Next time we will start with the summary. Okay. So remember all the formula. Remember all the formulas. Okay. So see you soon. Bye bye.